This conference will now be recorded.
So hi guys, so this is an introduction session, or you can consider it as a first class of HTML course. So let's directly enter into the content. These sessions will be useful for SAP UI5 developer or those who want to become HTML developer. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So the current version we are using in HTML is HTML 5.2 exactly. So today we will have a basic introduction about HTML. So in this chapter, we'll be seeing some basic examples, basic HTML examples. So let us start. There is no need of installing any software to practice HTML programs or to install any third-party tools for HTML programs because we can do it in Notepad itself. So I will show you how to do that. And before that, let us have some points regarding this. All HTML documents must start with a document type declaration called exclamatory mark document type HTML. So any HTML document you take, it should start with a declaration of this one. First of all, let me show you how to create a notepad for practice purpose. I am saving this notepad. Save save as, give some name, say index.html something. Save your notepad with the .html. Save it. Then you can see this particular notepad will get saved with the browser icon. So in this, whatever programs you want, you can practice the coding part and everything. Now let us directly go to the subject. The first point here is every HTML document should start with the declaration of this one, doc type HTML. And also the HTML document itself begins with HTML start tag and ends with /HTML end tag. So this we call it as start tag and this we call it as end tag. So in end tag, we'll be using a /. Every start tag will end with end tag with the /. The visible part of the HTML document is between body tag and body end tag. So how to work with titles we will see in upcoming session, but whatever the visible thing that you have in HTML document will underline with undergoes in between this body, start tag and end tag. So the declaration, this declaration doc type HTML represents that this document type belongs to HTML. This declaration represents the document type and helps browser to display the web pages correctly. So it must appear only once at the top of the page. It must only appear once. It must only appear once at the top of the page before any HTML tags. Now this doc type declaration is not case sensitive. You can remember that. So today we will see few of the elements starting with H1. For example, I want to print some headings in the HTML document. So this HTML headings are defined with H1 tag to H6 based on the font size. HTML headings are defined with the H1 tag to H6, H1, H2, H3 up to H6. H1 defines the most important heading with a larger font, and H6 defines the least important heading. For example, I can say suppose H1. So inside this, I am printing some text. Say this is heading H1, and H1 tag will end with end tag H1 with forward slash. Remember, every start tag will end with the end tag. There are few tags which doesn't need end tag, but as of now, we just focus on this tags. Every start tag will end with end tag with a forward slash. And suppose say H2, and this is heading H2. This also end with forward slash H2. H3. So this is heading H3 forward slash H3. Yeah. So now save this and let's have a look how it looks like in the output. So how to execute the program? This is our file. So just right click and open with any browser, whatever browser you have. So now you can see if you are printing with H1 element, the letters are printing with the larger font. H2, when it's the turn of H2, the font is decreasing like little bit, and it is H3, and again font is decreasing in the size. So H1 to H6 based on your requirement, the font size will keep on decreasing. So this is about H1 tag. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. These tags are used to print headings. So based on the requirement, based on your importance of the headings, you can use the headings from H1 to H6. So next comes HTML paragraphs. HTML paragraphs. That means how to print any paragraph. HTML paragraphs are defined with p tag. Paragraphs are defined with p tag, and of course it will end with p tag forward slash p tag. That means, for example, I want to print any paragraph. I want to print any paragraph. So what I can do here, p tag is the paragraph, right? P tag. So say this is a paragraph. So it will end with end tag. Save it, and now refresh this. You can see this is a paragraph. This is a paragraph. Suppose I want to print one more paragraph. So what I can do, P, and say this is another paragraph. P. Save it and refresh. This is another paragraph. So if you want to print paragraphs in HTML, the tags we need to use is P. Now, how about links? How to print links in HTML? HTML links. Link in the sense hyperlink, you can assume like that. So this HTML links are defined with the tag A. If you want to print a hyperlink, the tag you have to use is A. So now say I want to print one hyperlink, for example, say about Gmail. I want to print a hyperlink called Gmail. So here, this is our output, right? And this is our corresponding code. Now I want to include one hyperlink in this page. So as I said, A is the tag that you want to use for printing a link. And in this tag, we'll be having attributes called href. The link's destination is specified in this href attribute. The attributes are used to provide additional information about HTML elements. So these are HTML elements. If you want to provide any additional information regarding those, we need to use attributes. So one of the attributes in this A tag is href, which is used to provide link's destination. The link's destination is specified in the href attribute. So we have to say tag attribute name is equal to whatever the link that you want to print. So for example, I want to make this particular link to be printed. So I need to use double inverted commas, and the link. So close this. And if you want to add any text, you can add like this is a link, and it will end with the end tag. Save this, refresh. Now you can see this is a link. So if I click on that, the Gmail will get open. The Gmail will get open because I had assigned this particular link to the text called this is a link. Suppose you want to change the description from this is a link to say click here to open Gmail. Save, refresh. Click here to open Gmail. We'll open the Gmail page. So the point here you need to remember is, if you want to print any link in the HTML page, the tag we have to use is A, and the attribute we have to use is href. Every tags will be having its own attributes. We will say the upcoming, we will see one by one in upcoming sessions. But here, to print any link, the attribute we have to use is href is equal to, say, in between double quote, double inverted commas, whatever the, say for example, you want to print YouTube, double inverted commas, give some YouTube link here, slash. If you want to print any text, you can say click on this link to open YouTube. Forward slash A. Save it. Go to the page. Click on this. Refresh. We get YouTube page open. So suppose if you want to open SHR online tutorials, SHR online tutorials. Save this. Go back. You get this particular page. So this is about href, where you can print the hyperlinks in HTML documents. And in next session, we will see how to print images in the HTML documents.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.